Hola me bitches, 'tis I, Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram, and today we are using Fun and Flirty and Rosewater from Kier Sky. I know I've been using a lot of Rosewater here lately, but it's just such a perfect pinky peach nude color for a cover acrylic. It's gorgeous. But anyhow, dip liquids are of course Manny Boss, and we are going to be doing some Aurora nails. I've heard it called both ways, and to me, Aura nails just sounds better because Aurora is like a name of somebody. So why would you like Aurora nails? Aura nails, it just sounds, I don't know. I'm gonna say Aura nails. Anyhow, so I am doing full dips of rose water, and then I am taking this highly pigmented. That's the key to this. You want it to be highly pigmented if you're gonna do it this way. Fun and Flirty, putting it on my eyeshadow brush and stamping it into the center of my nail, and then rubbing it outwards to get that gradient effect from the inside out. Does that make sense? I hope. So this is going to be, I've seen the Aura nails done with gel and nail polish, but I haven't seen it done with dip powder yet. And I really actually, at first I was like, I don't really know if I like the way that looks or not. And then the more I see it, I'm like, oh, that does look cute. So here I am trying it. So I'm only going to be showing you 3 nails at a time because I'm doing the exact same thing on all of my nails. We're just doing an all-around Aura Mani. So this one did have a little bit of Fun and Flirty in the center of it from coming off of my middle finger when I did it, but it didn't stain my brush or anything, and I just left it there because it's going to be there anyways. So I am doing full dips of rose water and then stamping in this color as my ombre. So no complication really of trying to have to work fast so that you can get an ombre going and tap everything in its place or anything. I just thought this would be the easiest way to do this versus trying to work fast and trying to do the tapping method around your nail and then having to do it in the center of your nail. It's hard to concentrate, get the powder to go exactly where you need it to go when you do it that way. And so to me that just seemed like it would have been more messy. So I thought I would try it this way, and here we are, and it's working out great. So I, again, putting my dip base on, one full dip right into rose water, and then, putting Fun and Flirty on my eyeshadow brush, and just stamping that right into the center, and then scrubbing it outwards to get that ombre effect. So if I feel like I've overloaded my nail with the Fun and Flirty, I'll just tap off the extra and then just even pat my brush off or something, wipe it off real quick, and then scrub outwards. So now we are in for our second layer. So I'm just going to go right over this. And then I will dip again fully into rosewater, and you're going to see that rosewater is more of it's not super sheer, but it's also not opaque. So you still get that color coming through because of how bright it is. You still get that color coming through the bottom. So that's going to help us with the ombre and layering and everything. So then I'm doing the exact same process. I did one full dip of rose water. I am going to stamp in Fun and Flirty, and I'm only doing 2 layers on this. So that is it. And if I feel like I have any holes or something needs more help, I'm going in from there. And I will also show you how I fix it if it comes off too bright, which is going to be this next nail. So, on this nail here, I'm doing the exact same thing. When I grabbed Fun and Flirty on my brush, I grabbed too much because When I did my middle finger, I didn't dip in any extra. I just used what was on the brush. But of course, now there's no more on the brush. So I dipped in it again, and I thought tapping would be enough, but it made it just too bright. Brighter than I wanted it. I don't want to say too bright because, I mean, is there such a thing as too bright? I don't know. I just didn't want it that bright, and it didn't match my middle finger. You're going to see here that it is just way pinker than my middle finger. So I was looking at the two color differences here, and I'm like, how can I fix this? And so I was like, you know what? We're just going to do one more dip on this finger of rose water. So on my index finger, I'm going to put rose water on again. So this is the only finger that has 3 layers of this Aura ombre situation. So I'm going to dip into rose water one more time and just lightly bring that pink back to life with what's left over on the brush. And that's it. That is just how I fixed it. I was like, okay, you will be the only finger that I do this to unless I make this mistake again. So now going in after learning that I made it too bright way too easily, what I'm going to do is dip into rose water, of course, like normal. And I'm going to take Fun and Flirty, and on any, if I have to re-dip it into Fun and Flirty, I'm actually going to wipe my brush off on the paper towel first. So I didn't do it on this nail, but, here. I'm going to tap it just real quick on the paper towel to get some of that excess pigment off so I don't overload my nail again. And it came out perfect. So that is that. Those are the only layers I did. And now I'm going to clear cap these because we do not want to file off our pretty Aura ombre nails that we did. And we're going to do a little bit of nail art too, because I've seen some of them stay plain. I've seen some of them with some nail art, like some stuff, and I just wanted to be extra. So we're going to do a little bit of flash flare, camera flare, the little glare star thing. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what to call that. But that's what we're doing, okay? One on each nail, and then I'm also going to be extra and put 1 rhinestone on each nail. And it just brought the whole thing together, okay? It's a lovely, lovely look. And so we've activated our nails, filed and buffed. Now I am back. I am using gel paint for this because it's not as runny. It stays where you put it. I've learned that I really, 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 really like this gel paint way more than I like the gel liner brushes, just because it is thicker and it just stays put and you don't have to worry about it running or anything, and it's so much more pigmented, so you don't have to add layers on layers to get the pigment that you want or need. So that's just my thing. So I'm starting with a little dot and then trying to draw outwards. Now, these are not the best little glare reflection thing, stars, that they could be. But, yeah, after I did my mani, not in the process, of course, because that would be too easy to fix if it was during the process. No, I waited until after to realize that they all had a little bit of a lean to them. You know, lean back. No, they do. They have a lean to them, and I didn't realize it until after I was done. So we're gonna ignore that. I'm also gonna only show you 2 of these little guys because, again, same thing on all of the nails, just in different places. So putting that dot in the center, drawing outwards, and then I'm gonna show you how I get it to not look so much like a cross, because I mean right now it just kind of looks like a cross on our nails, or an X, however you want to take that, but I wanted to make it look less crossy and more star-y. Words are not my forte, okay? They're just been out of school too long, haven't put it to use, and it's just It does not come out of my mouth correctly. So, anywho, this was very hard to do. I'm not going to lie. I am right-handed, so doing this with my left hand, I was like, how can I place my fingers and hands the way that I need it to not be so shaky? Do you see how shaky I am? I'm just like, so I was like trying not to touch my hand while I was being that shaky and all the stuff. Anyhow, so this is how I'm making it less crossy. I'm just going from, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing. Going from one line at the base of it to the other line at the base of it, and just kind of rounding that out and not making it so like 90-degree angle, you know? Just round it out some, so that way we have a more starry look, you know? It's just smoother, softer, not so right angle-y. Anywho, so now I put my rhinestone gel on from a cart, and I only did one dot on each nail in the area that I wanted my rhinestones at. And now, without carrying that, I'm putting on my Mani Boss top coat, gel top coat, right on over that little blob that we did. Now, I did grab too much at the first, so all I did was just spread it across 3 nails, and then started with one nail and spread it out, went to the next kind of thing. It happens sometimes that you just like get too much gel going on. It happens. Mistakes were made. Mistakes are made. Sometimes you can fix them, sometimes you can't. We just live through them, okay? So, got all of that on. Cleaning my cuticles before we go on. We're still wet. We have not cured anything yet. And I'm grabbing my little rhinestones. I lost my little wax pick thing, so let's ignore the fact that I'm trying to grab these tiny little rhinestones with tweezers, because it was difficult. Man, was it difficult. And so my placement of this is trying to go like opposite of where I put the stars at. So if one nail has a star at the top right, I'm putting a rhinestone at the bottom left. And I am switching between the sizes of the smallest and then the next second to smallest size. And that is that. We are curing it. And here are our Aurora nails. I love them, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, please, if you don't mind. Bye, fishes.